Shut up, Meg.
What's up, everybody? BigClive with the raid. Woof, woof, woof. Thank you, buddy. Welcome, everybody.
Join us for the fun. Button. Why didn't that work? My camera's broke. Hold on. Had to reset everything because OBS crashed as I started the stream. So hold on a sec. Let me get the camera actually on. Yeah. That always helps. Ain't nothing like hitting the stream button in OBS going, nope. So, anyway, hey, look at that. Appreciate everybody that's following. Appreciate Clive's raid. Appreciate the goofy, bally stuff. Man, there's all kinds of shit going on here. Someone buddy random with the boop. I give the dude the boops. The kitty boops. Chris, happy to be here. Happy to have you. Happy to be here too, says Patrick. And we had the early crew as usual. Some of them gassy Masher Lori was here. Where is Lori? Lockwatcher, Franco, yep, Franco Walker, scrolling fast here. Boink was here. Our Queen Liz Edwards, Top Smoke, Steve Odlers, Benji, JSS Wizard, Jiraj, Paul Norman, Rifleman Rob, Stooge G David. What's up, man? How are you? What's up, Rasher? How you doing? So you usually show up a little later, don't you? You kind of just get in there. What's up, Spiker? Who else we got here? We got everybody. We got David Garcia, probably Jack Attack in there. There's Chippy. How's my girl doing, Chippy? Anyway, let's, fuck, man. Why don't we do a quick toast? Appreciate everybody hopping over from Clive's stream. Appreciate the raid if you're still there, Clive. Well, actually, he's probably busy. But anyway, cheers. Root of all evil. Are you the root of all evil? Or someone else? Either way, motorcycle getting stolen fucking sucks, man. Like, hope that gets worked out. Like, cheers to that. Like, that it gets worked out. Like, shit. I've had people fuck with my bike, but nobody ever fucking took it. That's a fucking blow zone. Locke, do you have pancakes? Like, are we doing the pancake thing? I know you sent me some pictures, but I haven't looked yet. You are the rude one. Hey, I saw you popped in the BCO like a week ago, but I was in the middle of some shit. Hey, good to see you again. Good to chat. Anyway, let's, and there comes some more. Let's do this. Let's take a phone call. Yellow. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just say it, they may not all be Legos for much longer. Yeah. Hardware, baby. We're gonna try it. We're gonna find out. All right. I'll talk to you. Cheers, everybody. Well, I hope everything's cool with you. Disappear for a little while. Sometimes that could be not awesome stuff. Appreciate that, Paul. Have you on both sides? What's up, Matambale? Never seen a, well, it's not a vape phone. It's a flower phone. All right. All right, and as a reminder for those of you that are still here, actually, hold on, you guys, yeah, let me put on. I remember last week everybody kind of dug the music on Twitch. Why does it look like it's not working now? Is it working? Hold on, why isn't that? Let me go to studio mode here. Nah, you guys don't hear the music, do you? Why do you not hear the music? Like, what in the French toast is going on? I don't know, something like really broke on fucking OBS today. Give me 1 second, folks. My apologies here. Trying to figure out why this just decided to go fluff itself. When I can hear me. Like, I can hear it in my feed because it's on 2 separate feeds, but I don't know why you can't hear it. Let me check a setting real quick. Because it did wipe some shit out before, which is just fucking amazing, the kind of shit this does when it decides to just wipe itself out. Oh, nothing there. I wonder what's going on with that. It's not muted. What are the properties? Oh, it's set to default. Yeah, piece of shit. There we go. Yeah, let me start that over for everybody. It's a good song. Alright, sorry. Gotta give my Twitchers their music. Let me know if it's good level. Seemed like that was a good level last week. Pretty sure I'm at the same level on the phone. I have a reference point on it. Yeah, alright. Anyway. Hey, look, I'm just saying. The stream thing, at least on the YouTube side, so it ain't a scruff stream unless there's something fucking broken. So we're just going with it. Ah, appreciate that, Norman. Appreciate the sub there, or yeah, sub on Prime. But next week I'm on vacation in Ohio. So the stream will be earlier since Clive won't be streaming, but it's going to be around a half hour earlier, or an hour, about an hour after Clive would start. The week after that, I'll do what I normally do, and I'll start at Clive time at 4:05 for the, you know, the other 5 or 6 weeks that he is doing his show. But next week it'll be around. I'm shooting for 5 o'clock, but it's not a guarantee because the internet there is a little weird. But we'll try that. I'm going to attempt a dual stream on both platforms. I won't have the chat, regrettably, because I'll be doing it off my cell phone. But do that next week, and then the week after that, everything will be back to normal, and hopefully I'll come back with lots of gunpowder etched into my hands and cheek. Anyway, waiting for the propane poofer. Yeah, we got 3 minutes to the VertoThermoWhoofle, which is going to be a little weird. The view is a little off. As you can see, it's a little like that way because the camera is attached to a 20-foot extension, so that, remember how I said I was going to try to do Pussies in Piano with thermal? So what we're going to do is we're going to start Pussies in Piano in the regular fashion. I'll go put the food out, we'll get them eaten, and then when I come back in, I'll grab the camera and stick it out there, and then we can see Pussies and Pianos in thermal view, as requested. So that's why this view right now is weird. Alright, anyway. Sorry, man, it's like shadow puppets, you know, that whole fucking thing. I thought we were looking at RF waterfall for a second. No, actually, man, you know, I haven't actually looked at one of those in a while. I gotta fire up my old, my fucking, what the hell, I don't even remember what the fuck they're called. The frequency scanners, you can get on, like, your phones and shit and computers. So like something SDR? Is that it? SDR? I gotta hook that back up. Yes, we will have thermal kitties. Black Watcher, I worked the early shift at a food place. Boss came in early, caught me putting my dick in the holes on the meat cutter. They fired her too. Oh. Yeah, you probably shouldn't don't put your willy anywhere you're not willing to put your finger. Software defined rate, that's it. Thank you, Root. Yeah. And Spark, and Rick and everybody else. Yeah, I always forget that stuff. But that's why I have you. I don't need to remember things. I don't need to be too smart. I have others. We all have our little group to back each other up. All right. Just about VertoThermoWhoofle time. Also, shortly, we had this little fella take a poop at work. There we go. So we're going to pop this open for a failure analysis in probably like 20 minutes. We'll do that before Pussies and Piano. Well, like 15, 20 minutes, we'll get to that. We'll switch over. Whew, God, that fucking stinks. We'll switch over to the other camera. Take it apart real quick, see what we got going on. I have chat. I already have chat over there too. Good. Still hot and clammy around 22 in Ireland, says Peter Ferguson. Yeah, speaking of Ireland, I finally got the boxes. I need to ship that fucking hoodie over there. Now I just got a time getting home from work at the right point so the post office isn't closed. No blue magic smoke left in it. No, apparently I wasn't the one that diagnosed it. I just happened to be there when the part showed up and the other tech was on vacation. But apparently it was smoking profusely, and the twist lock plug into the wall had also melted. But from what I saw of the pictures of the twist lock, it was a slow melt. You can kind of tell if it's been there for a while, if it was, you know, just if it's brittle and if it's like discolored or if it's just fucking melted, you know what I mean? This was a slow melt, so I'm guessing the plug started to build up resistance and it fucked something up in that at some point. Not a mean, no, that's not a mean well. That is Delta, which generally isn't too bad. But yeah, I would prefer to have a mean well in anything. So we'll see what that is. Oh, yep, it's VertoThermoWhoofle time. Let's play with some fire. All right. Yeah, we're a little weird angle. That's all right. Number one. Ooh. You should be able to see one over here. Yeah. All right, let's set the chat on fire. And noise. I don't think it screwed up recalibration on us at all that time. Bye-bye, Spidey. Yeah, I can't imagine any insect would ever want to try and venture into this room. Hey, look, I'm actually warmed up. Well, sort of. All right, there we go. 26C here too at the moment. It is 92 Fahrenheit outside, so that's let's see, 20. That's what 24, 25 or something like that, or 30. I don't know. It's hot. 30 something. Yeah, it's like 34. Because 104 is like 40, right? 25. Okay. And we still got pictures, people sending stuff in as well. We got the Pussies and Pianos. That's in about 50 minutes. Do that tear down here soon. Oh, and hey, remember I was telling you about fucking croutons as a snack? These are like, I didn't know fucking Texas Toast made these things. If you've never had a crouton before, all a crouton is basically dehydrated bread that's been seasoned. But check this out. They are very, very crispy. Yeah, it's really good stale bread, basically. Yeah, I used to only eat them in, like, salads. When I actually ate salads. I was sitting there one day, and I was like, eating a salad, and I realized all I picked up was a crouton, and I ate it, and I went, why am I doing this all the fucking time? So now I just do that I was a little disappointed. Like, I would have bought a bigger bag of any brand of them. But for some reason, you're not finding, like, super big bags of them later. Yeah, everyone wearing a headphone just got crisped to death. But yeah, this microphone picks up that crisp pretty good, too. Ugh. Croutons and soup. Yeah. But see, the thing is, if I do croutons and soup, I never like putting them in the soup. Because then they get soggy. So I always just end up having them on the side and just like tossing them in like little life rafts every time I take a bite. 29 Celsius here in central Scotland. Practically unheard of around here. Okay. See, 68 is 20, 86 is 30. So it's like 84 degrees in Scotland. That'd be great. What's up, Josh? Red Dwarfer, MK. They are usually deep fried, which is... Oh, they're deep fried? I thought they were just dehydrated to shit. Does it actually say on here? Bread making stretches back 90 years. Our croutons are made from real French bread. I mean, I'm sure they probably take their, you know, if you don't know, like, you can buy frozen Texas toast, like French bread stuff. So I'm guessing they just decided to take all their reject slices and fucking still use them. It doesn't say anything more about the process, but that's cool. I didn't know they were deep fried. That would make sense as to why they're still good and tasty. Jack Attack says, insomnia is awful, but on the plus side, only 3 more sleeps till Christmas. There you go. Croutons plus soup equals matzos. Matzos. Can also be overbaked. Yeah, I feel like you can kind of make them. I guess just bake the I mean, I guess dehydrating them would be probably good in the short term, but that's probably better in the long term to keep the crisp. 84 degrees in Scotland is ungood. It can be dangerous to haggis. Yeah, you gotta watch for the haggis. They are a little sensitive to the heat, aren't they? Some Irish folk just aren't used to the sun or to temperatures like this. Ah, that's alright. I was working on, here actually, let's see here. I'll show you where I was. There we go. Don't need to watch that. That's working. I would have gotten more pictures, but I'll explain why I could only get this one. I'm going to put it up here. Where's bottom? So I was working at Marietta, like airport thing. I was working on a tugger, like one of the little things that hooks onto the front wheel and pulls the planes around. I was putting brakes on it. But why it's tough to get pictures there is because half of the airport is for private jets. And I can't zoom in anymore. No, you can't see it anyway. There we go. It's kind of hard to see, but the other side is a very large fleet of A-10 Warthogs. It's one of the joint base, whatever the hell they call it now, over there. But that's got the A-10s in it. My cousin, last I knew anyway, my cousin was a crew chief of 2 of them over there. But yeah, this private jet was getting ready to take off. Ended up, actually, he by the time I was done, I don't think he had left yet. No, that's right, yeah, because when I backed up, I had to make sure I didn't run into him. Don't cross the damn line. Well, this side, you can go out to the grass and you're fine. It's when you get close to the runway. When I was working down, Andrews Joint Force Andrews, as they call it now, but Andrews Air Force Base, where they keep, like, you know, Air Force One, well, the Air Force Ones, apparently there's 3 of them or whatever. But when you work down there, they tell you straight up, if you cross that line, you will be shot. I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna go anywhere fucking near it. But yeah, they do not, they don't kid around there. They tell you straight up, like, as soon as, they basically say, as soon as you're within 40 feet of that line, someone has a fucking, there's a cross on your head already. I'm like, okay, you gotta tell me twice. If I drop a wrench, fuck that wrench. Shit. Haggis can explode in the heat. the pressure can build up. Oh yeah, big pops. I was at Burlington International Airport, says Frank Nitabetti, where the Vermont Air National Guard is, and we were told the same thing about the line. Yeah, it's a very particular line that they do not want you to go any fucking where near. But I've also been to, well, I've been to a couple places I can't say, which is interesting because I can tell you that I think I've said this before, that I've actually been to the ammunition depot and bunkers at Andrews Air Force Base. That's like, is it 4 or 5 security gates in before you get access? Like I was working next to, like, you know, the concrete, like weird triangle bunkery things. Like I was working within 50 feet of one of them that had a goddamn radiation symbol on it. So who knows what the hell that had in it. But that was someone was dropping off a missile, and on their way back, driving a forklift to carry it, drive it in, they dropped it off, and on their way back, one of the back wheels just fell the fuck off. Just whoop, just the bearings just went peace and just launch. Yeah, the operator said if that would have happened like 5 minutes earlier, he probably would have shit himself because it wouldn't have blown up because obviously they're safe, but you don't want to drop a missile one way or the other. Frank Netter, what the? I saw Air Force One refueling in the air once when Obama was headed to Europe. Had a great view from the top of a wind turbine. No, it's right. Yeah, you mess with them, don't you? That's I can imagine that's one hell of a view. See, the highest I've been up, well, I guess that didn't involve a building, was a 160-foot super boom lift. JLG Super Boom, and I took that thing straight up in the air on top of a hill in Georgetown University in DC. You could see fucking everything. Yeah, I can't imagine anybody necessarily likes working with nuclear stuff. That can there's just so many different aspects of everything that affects. What's up, Benji? Cigarettes are like haggis. They are perfectly harmless until you put one in your mouth and set it on fire. Well, yeah. Probably say most things that you put in your mouth and then set on fire are probably not good for you. All right, we got that. Then we got that. We got that. All right. I accidentally booked myself onto an escapology course. I'm really struggling to get out of it. Oh, what's up, Tipsy? Yeah, how you been, bud? How's your projects going? Tipsy's a cool old dude. Oh, not little, but younger dude, you know. What's up, Lem? Been a while. Good evening, everyone. Finally caught another stream. Was yard sale day in my town and got tons of tools and a few old light fixtures. Nice. Like, how old are the light fixtures? Like, are we talking, like, possibly radioactive paint old? I gotta get to, like, the thrift shop and some antique stores around here with my Geiger counter. It was thankfully an office job, never had to go to site, but was dealing with blueprints and other things. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. What's the highest on 420 stream? What do you mean, what's the highest? There, C2S, and welcome. I don't think I called you out yet. Trying to get everybody. Peter Ferguson, cigarettes are like kids. I don't mind holding one for 5 minutes out of every hour, even though I know the wee bastards are slowly killing me. Fair enough. What's up, Zapped? Oh, what's the highest I've been? See, that... that's kind of not discretionary. It's one of them, like, answers, because, like, if you haven't smoked in a long time or smoked at all, the first couple times you smoke, like, you will get fucking destroyed if you take too much or you smoke really good shit. Is that Rehnquist? So excluding the break-in period, I don't know, lately I've been, like, I haven't really gotten, like, super high in a while, but lately I've been getting a little bit higher because I've been not smoking or not using as much when I get home, just so I can get other stuff done. So at night I've been getting a little more of a buzz before bed, unless my brain's fucking going like it's been lately with all this things I've been working on with hardware and such. I'm glad you quit smoking, says Steve Allers, but I kind of miss vaping. Yeah, I'm kind of transitioning between the two because this is a tobacco vape that I just got. I had that blue one. I got this one. The flavor on them is still a bit fucking strong, but it's not bad. Um, but it is helping me smoke less cigarettes. But now I'm just smoking this instead, so I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna try and taper down on nicotine primarily, and then a little bit on the cannabis, mostly just during the day because my tolerance is getting ridiculous. So it's getting harder for me to reap the benefits of getting to sleep at night. Except that, like I said, except as of recently, just slowly tapering has already started to help a lot. Benji says, politicians are like mannequins. They don't run the store. They're there to sell what the store wants you to buy. That's pretty much it. Root, let's see. I've got a beautiful batch of brownies on the go at the moment. There you go. I got some nice jellies in the bedroom. On like really nights that I'm just like, my brain is just trying to solve every fucking problem, I'll usually take like 80 milligrams. So scruff is intolerable. Yes, a lot of people would answer yes to that. I can't imagine why some people, well, most people tolerate me anyway, especially you, y'all. Well, y'all, not you, but y'all. But whatever, we're all hanging out anyway, so fuck it. Benji has never smoked, so that's good. Like, I mean, I wish I'd never smoked cigarettes or tobacco or gotten involved in that situation. But as far as cannabis goes, like the little bit of cannabis that I'm using now, the less cannabis I'm using now is still keeping me from having to use a shitload of Motrin for my neck and back. So it works out, but I do want to get rid of the nicotine part, or at least cut it down some more. I mean, half a pack a day isn't bad, but it could be less. But yeah, top of the hour toast there, toot kind of thing. I guess we'll hit this thing since it's in my hand. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll get started on that teardown in a couple minutes here. Oh, I'm sorry. The correct plural is all y'all. Y'all is singular, says Chipmunk. Yeah, that's your friend is from Tennessee. That's actually kind of true. Actually, that is 90 some percent of true pretty much anywhere. Unless it's really a lazy redneck that just can't even get enough words out, then that's when they'll start dropping them. Oh yeah, stream element shit. Just in case, like, I know my merch store isn't exactly like banging or anything, but if you were considering getting something, get it within the next 2 days, because on the 15th they're doing a slight price bump. Just figured I'd throw that out there for anybody. A thesaurus is great. There's no other word for it. Yeah. Really, is there really like another word for thesaurus, like a single word, as opposed? Oh, we got an ad on Twitch in a minute, so well, I definitely won't start this until we're done that at the very least. International shipping, yeah, there is international shipping, and if you for those that want to look, if you look, a lot of stuff will say like US or UE/UK. I think someone may say PO. That's like where it's made, especially the shirts, because it's a lot easier for you to ship you a shirt from somewhere over there than it is from over here. It's cheaper for everybody. So if you look, there's some of the stuff is kind of regional on, where you can get it from. And I think the shirts are coming from Poland, because they had a UK manufacturer, but a couple people ordered shirts and they blew. So we just I got rid of them. US means unserviceable. No, see, no, for me it would be just NS, not serviceable. That's always the best fucking thing when you're like going through a forklift manual, like trying to figure something out, and you see not serviceable. You fucking assholes. There's goddamn bolts on it. It should be serviceable, you fucking. And then everyone complains, and 6 months later, oh yeah, we developed a kit for it. Right, so you threw some spare parts in a bag. Congratulations. Let me guess. This asshole got a $20,000 bonus because he knew what to put in a Ziploc. Fubar is the best one. Oh yeah. Fucked up beyond all repair. I'm using that one for a while. US equals unstable. Yeah, that's definitely unstable. That's for fucking sure. All right, when the ad's done on Twitch, for those that get ads, it just started. So we'll start this in like 2 or 3 minutes. Big Amazon week. Yeah, apparently they, as usual, the summer, from what I hear from the fellas, like the summer prime rush wasn't. It just was just another, like, they actually were able to catch up on some repairs that were from when I fucking got kicked out. They're finally getting everything all caught up. And this week they actually got a lot done. They're getting some shit sorted out there finally. And the dude that's filling in for me, who was one of the guys I taught about doing the telemetry, like all the login and communications and cell phones and shit, because now forklifts have fucking built-in cellular communication, because that's what they fucking needed. I trained him a while ago, and he's been helping me out immensely in the past few years. Well, now he's in there and he is learning the newer system, the OAS system, how like I was the only one in 500 miles and they fucking kicked me out. He's finally getting kind of caught up in that, so like they'll be running smooth. It won't take long. What's up, Atkalar? It's a vicious cycle. Cheap technicians need training wheels on their screwdrivers, and companies make kits for repairing stuff. Chicken egg, anybody? Oh, yeah, yeah. But like for us, it was always ridiculous. Like you have a like an LP mixer, which in liquid propane, like most forklifts, they're outdoor. You know, the big silver tanks. That's propane, liquid propane. And it actually sucks. It has a angled pickup in it, so it actually pulls liquid out, not the vapor off the top. So it pulls it through. It goes through a vaporizer, which converts the liquid to a gas, usually 3 or 4 psi, and that feeds to the mixer, which is the propane version of like a carburetor or a throttle body on a car. It just got a big motherfucking diaphragm with a pinto valve kind of deal going, and depending on how much vacuum the engine has, how much load, yada yada, it lets in. I mean, this is a very simplification of it, but it lets in enough propane to mix with the air burns. From. But the thing is, like, they were throwing out these mixers that are literally, it's a base, a fucking diaphragm, a lid, and like 6 screws, and they were like, oh, that's not serviceable. We're like, the fuck is that not serviceable? And like for months, they're like, no, it's not a serviceable thing. Until finally, like people started getting like kind of angry at them, and then they finally said, okay. So they released a kit with 6 screws and the fucking diaphragm. Like, and then they called it a kit, and it cost almost as much as a whole new fucking regulator anyway. So they got what they wanted. Most people just replaced the fucking regulator at this point. But yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Like some of the dumb shit they do, which you've heard me complain, especially if you watch some of the forklift videos that I can't release to the public because I'm complaining so fucking much about engineers. Like, really bad, some of them. Pressure, I smoked for 20 years, quit cold turkey 14 years ago. When mom went into the hospital and didn't look like she was coming out again, I started vaping. It was that or crack. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, sometimes crack's good for breakfast. I mean, it definitely wakes you up. Fortunately, she did come out. Yes, she's good lady. Good lady. How's that ad doing? That ad is long gone and done. All right, you want to, let's see, is that camera working before I switch over to it? Because I did have, I bet it's not, because I had to restart everything. All right, let me get this camera going. Again. Alright, that should be coming up here in a second. Maybe. There it is. Alright, so you ready to tear this power supply down? Let's drink some coffee first. Everybody, get something to drink. Like, have a sip of coffee. Like, if you don't have coffee, look, I know it's a little late for some of you, especially the biscuit heads out there. But you know what, man? It's fucking Saturday night. If you're not drinking alcohol and you're just chilling, why don't you go make yourself a cup of coffee? Yeah, you might be up late, but it's Saturday night, man. Sometimes a cup of coffee, you know you're old when a cup of coffee is. There you go. Mr. S knows what. Let's hydrate. Thank you for that. Yeah, get that. Just go, or yeah, big ass cup of tea. Yeah, Rob's got a tea. Go make yourself something. Like, sip something now with us. But then, like, what was that? Oh, I appreciate that, Naismith, with the 10 bits. But yeah, like, drink something now with us. Cheers. Go make yourself some coffee, some tea. Like, make yourself something nice to drink. Wish you had decaf. Yeah, see, I have noticed, like, my typical work day. Okay, so this is, and then we'll get in. Actually, you know what? Let's get into the power supply. I'll talk about it. I don't think this is going to take too long anyway. Because the way it smells, it'll probably be pretty obvious what happened, I'm guessing. So, how's the lighting? No, that's fine. All right, let's see here. So wait a minute. I got the right. Hold on. Let me get, I gotta drag my program back over here so I can make sure we are on task. Because if I can't see what you see, then I'm gonna end up doing this whole project like here, you know what I mean? I miss the camera a lot. Alright, let's hopefully be starting this on Wednesday. Alright, get that out of the way. The mouse over here. Come on, microphone. You're dipping. Hold on, let me move this tools. I'll just let the microphone sit on the... Oh. Okay. It actually settled exactly where I need it to. Alright, so we got this. It's bad, apparently. And there's chat right there. Here's the mouse right here. Okay. I'm drinking beer with whiskey. Nothing wrong with that. I don't feel anything under there. Hopefully this isn't too much of a pain in the dick to open up. Wish they had fucking... I can't wait till we can get smell-o-vision. I mean, you know what it's... anybody that's dealt with electronics for long enough knows what this smells like. And it's not the resistor smell. It's kind of more metallic. It's kind of the more metallic one you get. So I'm just taking all the screws out. It's not like this is going back, and I can probably save the screws using for something else. I'm guessing it's smoked. Yes, Zaps, as from what I understand, it and the plug were smoking. This is a 480 volts step down to 24 volts. Is this AC or DC output? Three-phase input, looks like, yeah, 24 volt DC output, okay. The burnt resin, yeah, it's like, that's just slightly metallic. All kinds of screws. I know some of these screws are probably just holding things together, not necessarily part of... Well, this is going to be derpy if I can't even get the damn thing apart. Okay. Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy. There's a little stain on it. Ooh. Well, there's one failed component. Look at that capacitor. That is not a happy fella. Look at that arcing. Woo! Arky. That is... Is it me, or is that just classic? Does it look like it arced from the coil over to the capacitor? Is that kind of what I'm seeing here? Or do you think that's just Yeah, like maybe the burn followed the resin or the electrolyte. It's just the scratch. Oh, actually, nah, actually, it does look like it's just goo, but it kind of looks like it arced over there. Let's see. What do I got to do to get this outer case off? Oh, that's probably the smaller one. Alright, see if anything else went. Get a little further into it. Just kind of take a look at what it's got going on anyway. Fat capacitor, yeah. Big old floofer. I think that's the smoke trail there, Asmo. Could be. There's a piece of burnt resin. Looks like a fucking little peanut almost. Another one. Oh yeah, it's holding a heat sink. This is just out of a multi-volt charger. It can do 12, 24, 36 volts. And this is the control side. Which is a little unusual that it's using DC for control. Hold on, I feel like there's something in there. Sorry. Nope. Okay. What do we gotta do to get you off? Oh, that's probably, that might be glued. It should come off. Oh, this comes off by undoing those screws, which means this piece needs to be off. Holy shit. Oh, there's a screw. Alright. It's going to bang. Yes, yes. Big bang. It's the big bang. Oh, it's loose. Right, let's see here. Oh, there we go. Oh, there you go. Not seeing anything on the paper. Oh my word. Oh, yeah. Oh god, that's soldered on there. Yeah, it is. Holy shit. Light. I got a million flashlights here. Let me figure out where'd I put them? What was that? I appreciate the 20 years there, Rasher. I'm smart enough. Smart enough to be dangerous. There it is. I appreciate that. Oh, this is my red one. That's for camping. Dude, I just had the other light here. Like, literally yesterday, I organized my lights. You see what? Ah, here we go. Fuck, I'll use this. I forgot I had this one. Got this one from work. Look at that. Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, I'm calling arc. That that was not happy. Is that the input side? Or that's the output side, isn't it? Let's see here. Yeah, this is input. That's the output side. See, those don't look overheated. Those resistors. So nothing on the input side looks like there's any problem. It's that output side. There's something roasted itself. That capacitor must have just shorted and shit it and then just started fucking shorting everything else. You can see the side carnage on that other cap. Nice. Yeah, look, there it is. You can see, it looks... Oh, come on, focus. And look at that. Can you kind of... Yeah, there it is. See that trail? Look at that. Right in there. Yeah, this fucking thing went with authority. Nice. What do we got going on here anyway? So we got coming in. Resistors, capacitors. Oh, and then it drops into the board here. Lots of transistors. I'm not seeing anything that would make me think there's a controller. And I really thought Delta was, like, pretty good. This is all just basic shit. There's no controller on it that I can see. Just a big-ass transformer. Does not give a rating. I guess you'd have to go with part numbers for that. But here's a look. There's that transformer. And that funky capacitor. Man, that is rough. Man, it just burned right through the board. Like, that's one of the things that'd be like, oh, yeah, maybe I'll replace it, see what happens. But not with it freaking scorched back there. Oh, it's 420 somewhere. All right, it's a good time to switch back anyway. So yeah, there's that. At least we know what the fuck blew up. Holy shit. So a 10-cent part failed and killed it. Oh yeah, I can tell you a story about that too. Let me come back over here. Grab that. Twist the microphone since I can do that now. What was the wing? Bits and pieces. Yes, thank you, Mr. Egg Cake, for the £5. Yeah, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. So, I don't know if I told this story or not. So there's a French, industrial, like material handling company or whatever. They make boom lifts and shit. It's called Hallett or Houlet or something. I don't know. It's Haulotte. They're yellow. They're not bad machines, but they're kind of proprietary and overly complicated. Well, one of their reach masters used an old beta proprietary electric train system, fucking control system on it, that consisted of 3 control boxes, like control brains, and these control, like, sub-network boards or boxes all over the fucking place. It was a wreck. Like, I was trying to figure out, because we needed to get a controller for one of them. It just stopped working. They had 2. I put another one, you know, did Swaptronics, and it worked again. So it is one, and we went, and they're like, oh no, they don't make that anymore. And I'm like, that's fucking weird. So now I looked it up, you know, with part numbers and shit, and it was this weird fucking control system that, like, was never actually used on a train. Shame I don't still have, capture with a burn trace off. Yeah, that's a shame I still don't have it, because Asmo might know something about it. Everybody stretch. Oh yeah, we still got to do the 420 thing too. All right. Happy 420. Take a sip, take a drink, pinch a nipple, scratch your butt. I don't know. Have some of that tea you may have made and coffee, but cheers, everybody. But, and get a good stretch. But yeah, so Houlet couldn't even get it anymore. We called a couple around, and this one place was like, yeah, if you send us that one, we can send you a good one for $4,000. We're like, or you can go fuck yourself. So I got bored as I'm staring at it one day, and I just took it apart to look at it, and right sitting there is a fucking burnt capacitor, about a 1 amp capacitor, or I'm sorry, diode. Just a big old fat standard fucking diode. That one of the ones where it just boop, just mounted, so it's just fat sitting there, kind of, you give it some air. And that bitch was burned out. And I was like, it can't be that fucking easy. So I pulled it out. I put in, like, whatever it was, I put in twice the amp capacity for it, like a bigger one. Because I don't know what was wrong, but I figured I'll just throw a bigger one in there. We'll see what happens. Soldered that in, threw it in the machine, and it fucking worked. And I went, holy shit. So I fucking took it back out, put the bad one back, or put the donor one back in, and I went to my boss and went, hey, you know how, like, if you don't have to report anything over $600, you know, if it's, like, not considered payroll kind of thing? He's like, right. And I'm like, what if I sold you a remanufactured controller for about $500? And he goes, what did you do? And I went, I figured out how to fix it. He went, "You're kidding me." He's like, "How do you know it works?" I went, "I already tried it." And he went, "Isn't their machine down?" I went, "No, their backup's down. That one's still up, but like it works." And I fucking sold it to him for $500. And he went, "What was wrong with it?" And I showed him it was just this. And he went, "Son of a bitch." And he said, I think he said the same thing. He's like, "What's that, like a fucking 10-cent part?" I went, "Yeah." "And you're selling it to me for $500? I went, "Yeah, because if you did it, you'd sell it to me for 1,000. And he went, "Yeah, you're fucking right about that." And then and last I heard, they ended up selling it back to him for like $1,000. So it was like, whatever y'all want to do. But yeah, it's funny how a 10-cent part, to circle all the fucking way back around, 10-cent part can, ooh, a little bonus stretch, can just fuck up everything. But actually, someone asked me about that at work about a year ago. They were like, "Hey, I hear you used to work on that. Well, blah, blah, blah is not working." I was like, I told them to check the diodes on the controllers. So I don't know if whatever happened with that. Franco Walker, everyone wins. Yeah, they saved $3,000. Well, I'm sorry, they saved probably $4,000 because it would cost us $4,000, so we would have charged them at least $6,000, probably $7,000, if not more. The way fucking industrial markups go, but they got it for $1,000. I made $500. Joe probably just went and whatever, and just fucking went and bought himself dinner with the money. And they got their machine back. Like I said, everybody wins. I love it when a plan comes together. I tried a dog once, but it was rough. I got some actual RCA official replacement parts, says Frogs, from the American Science and Surplus dumpster. Resistors and caps and paper envelopes. Oh, I'd love to get a hold of some surplus shit. I mean, not that I have any room for it, but actually, no, I shouldn't say that, because I have, some of you may have seen it. I posted it once or twice or something. I have one of those big fucking rack, like shelf component things where it's the thing that all my vacuum tube stuff is in. But they're all about they're all about the size of like a small loaf of bread, you know what I mean? Like you could fit that in there. So I have places I could put them. I'd have to evict probably like 50 spiders because it's out in the garage. But I did actually clean them up not too long ago. But I'm sure there's bugs in them by now. But at least all the weird shit's out of them, except for the vacuum tubes, half of which are broke. But it's a shame that fucking Carrie Severe doesn't like live over here, because I just give her all the vacuum tube stuff I got. But I ain't trying to ship that shit internationally, especially because some of it's already broken because it's all delicate and it was all tossed in boxes in some dude's attic. It was like coworkers of mine's dad had a bunch of stuff, and I know 2 of the things are amplifiers. I don't know what the rest of this shit is though. Oh, one of them's a power supply. And who knows, that may have been for the amplifiers, I don't know. But one of these days I'm going to do something with those. There's always room for more stuff. Absolutely, Peter, that's what I'm saying. Like, if there's room to walk, that means there's room to put something there. Not like I'm a hoarder. I do have a bunch of stuff, but at least it's semi-organized. Alright, let's see what we got here. Why don't we take a, what do we got? Oh, a couple minutes till Pussies and Pianos with the bonus thermal stuff. Let's do a couple of the pictures that have been sent in. Lock Watcher. Where are we at here? I thought you didn't have pancakes. Or was this from like this morning? Because didn't you skip pancakes Thursday? Because like everyone was out. Bottom. No, I don't have a button for the bottom capture. I should probably get a button for the bottom capture. So we have another chocolate chip with cheesecake filling and whipped cream. Had pancakes this morning. Okay, that makes sense. That's filled with cheesecake filling. That's that's something special right there. Holy shit. I've never tried that before, but I can imagine that right there is fucking decadent for breakfast. Or lunch or dinner or dessert or I don't know. Classic stack loaded with butter and IHOP syrup. And yeah, speaking of which, I may actually be meeting at Lockwatcher next weekend. On my way back from vacation. And the money shot. Still could have used a little more butter, but I can see the excess butter there, so that's at least a good sign. And the headless Vala. The couch is slowly consuming your dog. You might want to consult a priest or a fucking sci-fi nerd can sort of, hey, look at that. Yep, it's amazing that I work at one factory that makes these. I work at the other factory that distributes them, but you can't fucking find them around here. I actually had to get Asmo to send me some of them, and she's in fucking Massachusetts. Well, was in Massachusetts at the time. I'm not sure if she's still there or not, but yeah, because I actually had someone from out of state send me Goldfish Old Bay when I am part of. Oh, you could almost say I'm part of the fucking production team. Where do we submit pics to Scruff to exhibits? Here you go. There, frogs. I'm on either regular US phone number or WhatsApp. You can send it to, where did I just type that? Okay, other keyboard. Is it 6672903 Is that the right number? Yeah, you can either do that phone number, or it takes a little longer because it's got some bunch of shit to bounce around through, or you can email me show@scruffdog.live. And that should have went to both. Yeah, it went to YouTube and the Twitch. Cool. All right. So the plugin still works. Okay, what do we got here? But yeah, it's funny. I gotta get the fucking things from out of state, and I'm watching them be produced. Anyway, scrambled eggs, smoked pork, bacon, jalapenos, and sharp cheddar. That sounds like a good fucking breakfast as well. I actually like forgot to eat breakfast today, so the first thing I had to eat was a crab cake and fries, and I'm kind of all right with that. I ain't gonna lie. Kevin Hardesty, what do we got here? Kitty cats, yin and yang kitty cats chilling. Looks like a nice day out. Don't look too like the sun doesn't look too bad. Let's see what we got here. Let me give you volume. Ooh, yeah, I gotta remember to give that volume. Otherwise, we're gonna have. I gotta set Rob's thing up different again. I gotta make sure that's set up differently so we don't miss sound on him again. How do I want to let it get all big? Flooping around kitty cats. Well, it's a well manicured yard. Mine looks like a fucking. It looks my front yard right now looks like most fields in the game Scum or Gray Zone. Like it's, who knows what kind of fucking wildlife you're finding out there. Silly pictures from this week. Hope you like them. Absolutely, Kevin. Appreciate you sending them in. I always like to see a key cats. What time is it here? A couple more minutes. All right, we'll get to the WhatsApp side of things after Pussies and Pianos. And thank you. As that will be starting in about 2 minutes. And I'll pause the background Twitch music. Oh, I know Walmart sells them, but we could, I think I can only assume I just always happened to be there when they were sold out, because they are generally, anything Old Bay obviously is super huge in Maryland, because like basically our state pet is a crab, you know, like our state animal, I'm pretty sure it's probably a crab. If it's not, it should be, but I mean, like, Maryland is known for crabs. So anyway, all kinds of crabs too. Let me fucking tell you. Not that I've had to deal with that, but anyway, where the fuck was I going with that shit? Oh, yeah, so anything, and crabs in Old Bay, like that's the classic. It's either Old Bay or JB or just regular rock salt. So anything custom Old Bay comes out, it's all about Maryland, because Old Bay started in Hunt Valley. That's the factory that makes it. They do their thing, they distributed it over to Trade Point, where I fucking work. Well, of course, Trade Point also has a lot of hot sauce, a lot of fucking mayonnaise. Actually, do I have a picture of that? I was gonna send a picture to Mikey. Oh yeah, yeah. You like hot sauce? How's this for a little bit of hot sauce? Like they have like they literally have, like their aisles are about 120 feet long each, and they stack. You can see in the background, like in the. Well, I actually can't see in the background, but the shelves back there, they're 5 high. So like the little pod up top right there, that's 5 high on the rack. So they can fit 5 of these pallets underneath there, and there are probably 20 aisles of Frank's hot sauce in that motherfucker. Just as much, like, I forget what kind of mayonnaise it is, which is weird. I didn't know. I guess McCormick's is distributing it for someone else. But yeah, all kinds of shit in there. It's my favorite brand of hot sauce. Yeah, I use Frank's as, that's what I usually use as my base for when I make my, what I call my table sauce, which is Frank's as a base. And then I'll put in, like, I have various little, mini bottles of shit that's like 2, 3, 4 million Scovilles, and I'll mix some of that in there. Sometimes put a little bit of garlic. And I thought we had a lot of Frank's. Motherfucker. Yeah, that's a little bit there, Red Dwarfer. Jubs get lost as a motherfucker in that. It's a shame that, like, you don't get more sites that have cats. There are some sites out there that have cats, and most of them, they actually take care of, actually good care of them, because they know they're useful. All right. Time for Pussies and Pianos. Like I said, I'll get the food going. Let me pause that, since that's a good spot to pause that. I'll get the food going, get the things, get the cam put away, and then I'll come back while they're eating. And by then, I'm sure the dude will have gone through the door, so I'll give him his food, and then I'll pick up the thermal camera, switch over the view, and we'll go watch Thermal Kitties with the snacky food. And this isn't going to be a regular thing, because it's awkward with all this extra stuff here. So we'll do this every once in a while. All right, let me get Rob pulled up there. The volume is turned up. I don't know why it's down so low. All right, there's that. Cat plus Rob. Let me pull that up. Preview. That all looks good. That's good. Oh, I already do have Rob on a separate music or on a separate sound channel. That's right. I did that last week. Good. That way we can't I can't accidentally mute Rob again. All right. Anyway, here we go. Pussy and Pianos, chill, relax, listen to Pianoman Rob Worrell, and we'll watch the cats have some goosh. Here we go. That's coming back. That crashed, that's fucking done. That crashed. YouTube still hasn't come back up even though it's connected. Probably needs to refresh. Yep. Alright. Sorry folks, I unplugged the camera and that hasn't happened in a long time. When I unplugged the camera and it completely blue screens the entire computer. That's always fun in the middle of a stream. Appreciate those who hung with it. That's fucking terrible. Of course, now all the cameras are down. Rob's shit's down. Well, Rob was almost done. Like, man, we just can't get through a Pussies and Pianos. Hold on a second. Let me get the camera back up. 1 second. Alright. See, I don't know why it seems like my streams have been extra crashy lately. That's kind of craptastic. Hey, welcome back everybody. For those that are going to actually come back. Let me get the chat thing going here. Because it all shut down. Yeah, make it work, please. What are you doing? Oh my god. Everything is just acting derp. Twitch side is working. Fucking man, I really hope they fix this fucking chat thing here. The chat plugin is just kind of flaky at times. Frank, remember 20 months. Appreciate the long-term support. Great being on here with you. Hey, it's great to have you. Sorry for the technical issues, but we are mostly back up. So I can close that out. Close that. Let's see. We had everything done over there. I can close that. I gotta open up WhatsApp because that's like one of our next things to do. I gotta get the email back open because I know there's emails waiting as well. Oh, what a shit show. I haven't had that happen. I think it's been about a year since I had an actual mid-stream complete crash out. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of email stuff too. We got Flat Cat. Alright. Well, sorry about that, Rob, but promise Rob had good music. Alright. Fucking hell. Well, that was fun. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my goddamn coffee. Like, what is when that dropped, did Twitch, those of you that have returned, or I don't know, did you return to Twitch or did Twitch wait? Because I know sometimes when Twitch streams ends, it's just like, it just kicks you right to the next, like right to the next stream or next thing, or did it actually like wait? I'm like, the thing, like, did it just give you a twisty thing, or like how'd that work? Because I've never actually noticed that. It just kind of it didn't kick you to the next stream. All right. I guess they figured out that like something bad happened. Let me see if the music's working. Oh, the music still works. Okay. All right. Yeah, we got everybody sending stuff in. That's cool. Okay. You know what? After that bullshit, grab your cell phones, folks, because we're about to take a puff. Yeah, and I'm actually Twitchians. Tell me, do you see the option for 1440 or is it still 1080 source? Cheers, everybody. No music on Twitch. Should be by now. It's still 1080. See, I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. Because it says I was accepted in. I don't know if you saw, like, I wasn't trying to annoy anybody, but you can't turn notifications off on Twitch. Yeah, YouTube should always be 1440. Oh, the music's there, it's just soft. It's not its standard volume. But yeah, it said, hey, you've been accepted into the 1440 beta for running higher resolution on Twitch. And I'm like, hell yeah, all right. So I set everything up like I should. Started the stream just to check 1080. I'm like, that's not even the right source, dude. Like, it keeps saying 1080's source, but it's not. It's fucking 1440 is the source. So I don't know what's going on with it. I emailed Twitch about it, and they're like, thank you for your interest in enhanced broadcasting. To set this up, I'm like, you people, I reply, I'm like, this has absolutely nothing to do with the question I asked. Can you actually read it and respond back, or is this all going to be AI response? So I guess we'll see what happens with that. But apparently Kill and Mike couldn't get it to work either, so I think we're missing a step. Like, maybe I'll have to see if there's a video on it or something, but it's fucking annoying. Yeah, you got the same thing, Phasma? Yeah, see, like, there we go. There's 3 instances, and they say you have to turn on enhanced broadcasting, which for Twitch, like with YouTube, I've explained this before, but in case y'all don't know, this is basically how it works. With YouTube, you send them your best stream you can, which for me is 29 megs per second, 1440, 60 frames per second on H.264. That way I can, or am I still using H.264? Or did I go to 265? Let me see. No, I'm sorry. I'm doing 25. That's right. I did update my settings. My fault. Start over. YouTube, I'm doing 25 megs a second, 1440, 60 frames. Yeah, 25 megs, 1440. What the fuck was the other thing I was looking for? Oh no, AV1 codec, the newer AV1. That's, you know, the fancier sort of version of HEVC or H.265. So on YouTube, it's getting all kinds of quality. On Twitch, however, when you do the enhanced broadcasting, it says, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck, man, I fucked that all up. So I send all that to YouTube. And then when you go to watch YouTube, YouTube goes, what resolution would you like? And then you select your resolution and all that shit, or it automatically does it, yada, yada. And then you watch it. And YouTube will transcode my 1440 stream to say 1080 for like your TV, like if you got a, you know, older or regular TV or whatever. However, Twitch is simply a relay. With Twitch, I was broadcasting at 936p, which is the best quality versus bitrate thing you can get on Twitch, because they limit you to 6 megs per second, but you can broadcast up to like about 7.5 before it'll get to the point where it says no. But all that does is it takes whatever you send it and just bounces it out, if you're a standard user or just an affiliate. Apparently, if you're up in partner, you can do a little bit more, and it may actually transcode for you. I don't know. But what the Twitch output now does is it does 3 streams. Currently, it does what, 1080? Actually, I still got Twitch up here. So currently, it does 1080. Oh no, I have it set to 5 now. Oh, that's right. I've set it to auto. Everything auto on enhanced to try and get it to work. So right now, from my computer, I got that big YouTube stream. And then somehow within only 9 megs a second, I'm doing 1080, 720, 480, 360, and 160 direct from the studio rig. Which, granted, 160 and 360, I don't even know that the computer would even, or GPU would even notice that's happening. But I have it all set to 1440, especially for if I get my ass back into streaming games. But it's not fucking working. So I don't know what the fuck it is. And it's all you're supposed to do is just let it manage your streams and it'll do it. And I'm like, there you go. It's not like I don't have enough fucking bandwidth. My typical upload is about 900 megs. You know, I typically get 950 on the fiber optic. So I have plenty of fucking bandwidth. But I don't know. For now, I'm just going to keep 1440 on YouTube. And if Twitch can figure out their shit and make it work right, then I'll do 1440 on Twitch as well, because technically I'm violating Twitch's terms of service, because they say if you're multi-streaming, Twitch must be the best stream of all of them. Go fuck yourselves, little pompous assholes. No, I would like it to be equal to all the other streams, at the very least. because then the better part comes from Twitch's like chat features and like all that stuff. That's what makes Twitch better in a lot of cases than YouTube, because there's more versatile chat stuff. But I can't make my stream as good as YouTube's because you won't fucking let me. So fuck your terms of service, fix your shit, and then we can do this the right way. But whatever. That's why it's in beta, because it's broken. Scruff, what is your scene set to in OBS? Is the scene itself high enough? Well, everything's 1440. If you mean like canvas size or whatever, like everything is 1440. All outputs, everything, all my scenes, everything's 1440. And there's just a lot of them. But no, everything is default 1440. Most of my inputs that you're seeing, this is 1080. But the cameras are all 1080. They're just, stretched. I don't even upscale them. I just stretch them in OBS up to the resolution we need. That does seem lower than normal. Let me check something. Windows. Fucking Windows fucked that up too. But like everything is there where it should be. So no idea. No idea. OBS is doing its best. That's all I can tell you. What is the line in? Oh, the volume on line in's turned way down. Why is that? Oh no, that's the micro. Is the microphone turned down? Holy shit. Sorry, I just realized that's the microphone I just turned up. Why is the microphone turned down? Boy, Windows is really fucking some shit up here. See, line in is turned down. That should be up to 70. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I was on that Windows slider until I thought I was on the line in one. Why does Windows keep fucking with my goddamn microphone settings? Like, there's so much shit you gotta there's so much shit nowadays that has fucking automatic gain control, the I know better than you bullshit. It just totally, it's fucking annoying that I gotta check this shit every time I run, like, anything, especially Steam. Steam loves to fuck with your microphone. They have no fucking reason to. Alright, so that's all back to normal. 13 Juniors first install Windows 7. Well, yeah, actually, I wish I could go back to Windows 7 there at PW, because Windows 7, you didn't have this kind of stupid bullshit, especially with the audio. The audio in Windows 7 was fucking butter, because it just worked right. All right, rant over. Let's get back to some of the stuff we sent in, because there is a lot. All right, we have from Mr. S. Ooh. Walking my parents' dog this afternoon. Well, this isn't part of that, but maybe it was. Where's bottom capture? There we go. This is Mr. S sent this one in. A little bit of yummy yummy. Planet Purple. Yeah, anything with purple in it's definitely a good packet to have. 23% THC. That's pretty good. I'll have to see that kind of stuff. Good deal. I would still be using Windows 7 if newer games didn't need NVIDIA's latest driver. Yeah, that's couldn't preview that. All right, let me flip back here. Yeah, a lot of time. Oh, let's see if it'll download. Right. Where are we at here? No, not there. Hold on, I gotta like download this one. Yeah, crack that. That, big that. Bring that back over. Volume on that seemed kind of loud. Is this capturing this music audio? It does not appear to be, so I'll do that. I feel like the music's probably echoing, I don't know. What is that crop right there? Or is that just a field? It looks like a crop. Cool. Let's see that. Then we have another one from Lock Watcher. with Vala doing what Vala does best, eating everything. I think Vala eats more of the human food in the house than the humans do. Oh, leftover cheese dip. Alright, alright. My therapist told me a problem shared is 100 quid. Thank you for that. What do we have here? That. Flat cat. Ooh. Oh, flat cat's a little warm today. Here's this week's flat cat. Super long tail. Rocking it hot out there. With the jammies on. Thank you for that. It's good to see the tail is still doing quite well. I think it's growing. Yeah, I was like that here last week. It was pretty fucking rough as far as the heat goes. Peter Ferguson has... Oh, look at this picture. Look at this pretty kitty. Let me back that up, get the full effect. That's from Peter Ferguson with that kitty cat. Little calico. Very pretty kitty. That's a great picture. I like how the light's especially coming off the white. That's cool. I'll thank you for that. What in the world are we listening to? We are way off track on playlist. Holy shit. Go back to the beginning. Alright. Sorry if you were listening to that song. I have no idea what that was. Frogs. Soon I shall learn to make my own uranium glass as well. It does it in the uranium sulfate and uranium nitrate glow. Just the most beautiful green under UV light. From Frogs. Yeah, I got the I got the same Geiger. Oh yeah, look at that. That's pretty. Radioactive materials kit. Nice. Kind of feel like that's not something you just grab off the old Amazon. Alright, that there, that there. I guess I should need to pull that one back up for that. Alright, got Frank Netto Betty. Throwback to Christmas 2020 I found the other day. Christmas ornament. Yeah, yeah, the little masks. Christ. Fucking masks, dude. Oh, hand sanitizer bottle. Nice. I got it. Oh, and that's a little COVID thing. Yeah, we're picking it all. Oh, that's toilet paper. Oh, yeah, look, it's got the little serrations. Oh, shit. Yeah. What's the greens? Just snot. That's cool. Thank you for that. Alright, let's see what we got over on the WhatsApp side here. First we got Red Dwarfer with the weekly Jubbinator update and more. Let's see here. Visited our local maritime museum. They have a neat collection of outboard engines. This one is the OG outboard from 1906. No shit. Okay, there it is. I can see the gears right there. Like, that's, it don't get much simpler than that shit right there. Holy crap. Just rock it in there and let the water be everything. The propellant, I don't know. The thing that moves and the lubrication. Oh, there's a luber right there. A little oiler. Nice. Where's the mouse? Ooh, Indian. No shit. It's a little fancier looking. 1906 says Pianoman. Holy fuck. Yeah, that, I bet that thing still runs too if they wanted to. Elton Cub. A whole half horsepower. Is it enough to pull the skin off custard? You could tie a inner tube to it, maybe. Oh, the fuel tank on it. I mean, you can pull an inner tube about 20 feet before you run out of gas. That's all right. It's an egg beater with a prop, says Zenzinger. That's pretty, yeah, that's actually pretty accurate. Oh, look at that's good size. To chop you up with. Hamilton Jets. Oh, look at that. Nice. Yeah, I haven't really been to many museums lately. The Jibba in full bacon coma mode. And snoring. Snoring kitties. I always think it's funny when you hear them snoring. You're like, wow. Especially some of them, they snore. They sound like little fucking elephants. You're like, what in the world is going on with you? Add a propeller and add it to a bike. Yeah, you can take a little engine, just put them all kinds of cool places. There's our weekly bench shot from Benji. Happy little fox. Of course, as much as it can be is orange, as it should be. Including what that little thing is. Can't read that. You got the monster reel-to-reel that looks like it wants to eat you. And in the middle of all the tech, you have like, you can't even see it. Over on this side, there's a little Egyptian looking head thing. Now there, you can kind of see it there, right there. Noise. Ooh, fireworks over the skyline. Or someone's having a really bad day. Like a little festival or something going on down there. That's cool. Thank you for those. From Electron Box, we have this. There we go. Sleepy Kitty. There you go. Get it under the chat there. There you go. Sleepy Kitty. Butt's warm against the wall. There you go. Good to see the kitty is resting, peaceful, and a chillin'. Twitch has music. Yes, Twitch does. Sauce sent us. Let's see what Sauce got. Had a steak this evening. Now, you had a fucking masterpiece this evening is what you fucking had. Look at that shit. Got the potatoes, got the green beans, big motherfucking steak. Might be working on something like that next weekend. Very good. Very good. That is a solid meal right there. The Pianoman found a small waterfall at a local coast walk this week. Ooh, loud. That's cool. I like hanging out around waterfalls. It's like you go hiking, it's a good place to rest. It's usually it's usually a little cooler because it's still humid. Like if it's humid out, but the humidity is a little cooled off because you're right by that. Because most of it's like splash water or whatever. Put your feet in the water, relax. Just listen to the white noise. Chris has made a chai latte and stroop in the corner. Oh yeah, stroop waffles. Look at that. Yeah, I gotta get some of them. I gotta find some more. Got little accessories there. Very nice. Very nice. I got pretty much the same piece. I feel like most people, if they don't currently own that exact piece, then they have owned it. But I have one of them, and then I have a kit that comes with a bunch of those pieces to make this big monstrosity. But good. Glad you got yourself a latte. Did it make it a little bit better? YouTube can't copyright. Yeah, if I do music over YouTube, like, I don't monetize my live streams, but they'll still get all pissy about it. And if you do it too much, I think they can, like, actually give you strikes and shit. But Twitch, you broadcast and it's a separate audio track for the music, so that when the plays back later, like the recorded version of this stream, there's no music. Because it's on a separate track and it just drops that track entirely. Makes it very convenient. Chippy for Liz. I guess Queen Liz probably left already. I'll have to, next time she's on, I'll see if I can pull that up. I like those little burner things. One of these days I'm gonna get around to make myself like a little like outdoor like desktop little fucking fire pit thing for doing little stuff. Then just go buy a shitload of shims from Home Depot and that's pretty much your firewood. One of those little guys. I think we're all caught up. Yeah, alright. Shoo! The site I posted for Windows 10. What? Ooh. No mash or carrots. I don't know, man. It's your basic steak meal if you're going to have a side. If you're going to have a side. Because generally when I do steak, instead of getting steak and a potato, I'll get steak and a steak. Kind of thing. Because there ain't nothing better or the side of steak to go with your steak. But anyway, steak. If you're going to do a non-steaky side, you get the first thing has to be something potato. I usually do a baked potato, but those potatoes are really fucking good too. I'll make them sometimes myself as well. Except when I make them, I usually cut them in half. Use red potatoes, oil, salt, pepper, a little bit of Old Bay, some of the green shit, yeah, whatever. But anyway, yeah. Once you get past the potato, it's usually you got to go for something green. I usually do broccoli, but green beans is a good alternative to broccoli if you're not into little trees. Frank says I sent 2 more pictures for the Christmas ornaments, and one was to show light switch. Oh, those were also from today. Oh, okay, shit. Hold on. 2 more things from Frank. My view now, that's an ashtray, by the way. Pickled sausage was delicious. Sorry, I missed these 2. New Belgium, I've heard of that. Pickled Polish sausage. I know I've had Adirondack, regular, like, jerky sausage-y stuff. What is the green thing? Grilled asparagus. Yeah, grilled asparagus is fucking good. I really like asparagus. I'm not thrilled about the whole pee-pee thing. Is those boobies? Did you show me something with boobies? Wait, what did you say? Where was that? Shit, Frank. Not a Betty. Asparagus is my go-to for green. Yeah, like asparagus is good. Hold on. If I click Frank's name, will it show me just what you've done besides that? See user history. 2 more picks, Christmas ornaments, and one was to... Oh, Christmas ornaments. Okay. Vintage lights. Okay, so we can undo that. Yeah, okay. And then another one, vintage light switches. Ooh, clicky. Clicky. Voodoo Ranger Tasty. Sorry, or Voodoo, I think something else. Though a Ranger might have a Voodoo, but anyway. No, I like those. I've never actually gotten to press an old ass switch like that. Like, I don't know if they were very prevalent over here or if that's more of a biscuit thing. But I would love to just feel, just to feel how that feel. Like, all switches feel a little different. Like, I would like to have the tactile feel of that style switch, I should say. Steve says, sorry if I sent this before. I don't know, did you? Not too recently. Super Floof on the shelf thing, which I still need to fucking order that, like a kit of those. No zoom. But the booze hole with the Soup Floof. The very orange. I love when orange cats have like the orangey eyes too, so it all just blends in. Thanks for that, buddy. Good to see the floofers doing what floofers do. That, click. Okay, we good? Everybody called up? We all right? We're good. Nope. There's Rob. Sunset over the same beach. From Pianoman Rob. Not a bad sunset. Somehow Scum's sunsets look better than real sunsets? That's weird. Either way, good looking sunset. Hey, here's a question for people with sunsets and sunrises and shit. Is it sunrise? Is that when you get like some kind of visual phenomena where like some green things like or something like that? Has anybody else heard of that? Like, I can't think. I feel like it's sunrise. That like some people, or it is an actual thing of like this weird flash of light. The flash is at sunset. Okay. And is it like a green thing or something? Like I don't know that I've been in position to look for that while realizing I was in the position. It's always like afterwards, like, man, I'd love to see that. But I feel like I've been in the spots where I could have seen it. I just forgot. I've heard it's green, but my husband has seen it, but you haven't. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Like, you know, at least know someone that's seen it. Like, that's cool. Sunset, a green flash. Is there an explanation for that? Oh, never mind. Frogs. The green flash and green ray are meteorological optical phenomena that sometimes occur transiently around the moment of sunset or sunrise. When the conditions are right, a distinct green spot is there. Okay. Rare, but normally over the ocean. Yeah, I feel like that would probably be your best way to see it, because then there's nothing in the way of the horizon itself. Happy Little Fox says, stuff I will forget if I don't write it down. Which stuff is that? Because I forget every fucking thing if I don't write it down or have my Amazon device remind me. Phenomena. Let's see. Oh, cool. Today I learned it can happen at sunrise too. Neat. Yeah, like I feel like I either heard it both ways, one way or the other. You know what I mean? Like I knew that could, but I'm. Cheers, everybody. Obviously, I need this. Hey, yeah, we're gonna, yeah, it's almost 420. We'll do another one at 420 because obviously I need it. Asmo forgets the thing that has the things written on it. Yeah, I do that too. That's always fucking frustrating, especially when it's work related and you're keeping, and you're trying not to punch your microphone, and you're like keeping notes and shit, and you go to write up your tickets later, and it's like my entire life has disappeared. But I usually, so far I've always found my notepad, which the most important part of that is just getting your hour meters right for warranty and bullshit. Alright, so I needed that. I feel like I could use more coffee, but I'm not gonna. I gotta get the, after vacation, I'm gonna get the goddamn 3-3. After vacation, I'm going to get the goddamn 3D printer hooked up. Then I'm going to get the mother French frickin' Fama espresso machine in here so that when I need coffee, I can just go bloop. Wow, what do we got here? Mr. S dropping it. Oh, damn it. Lose the glasses and give a toast. Alright. At least I'm not playing a game this time, trying to recover my body and can't see a goddamn thing. Give a toast. Where's the other... where's the other vape? Ah, fuck it, we'll just use something. Cheers to everybody watching. Appreciate the little cheersy, toasty thing is there. Hold on. I'm also thirsty, but yeah, cheers for everybody hanging out for this long. least I can still read everything. Like, it's fucking like, you know, there's like 5 of them, but you just pick one to read, so it works out pretty good. Nah, it's just, like, I have, astigmatism in both eyes. It's worse, a little bit worse in this eye. What the hell's that one say? Let's hydrate. Yeah, actually, yeah. Let's all, everybody take a drink of something. Whether it's the tea you made, the water you have already, or whatever. Take a drink of something. A little hydration never hurt. Thanks for that. There, Mr. S. There we go. Whose neighbors weren't happy? Without the mic, congrats on 1.5k subs. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Is he? Oh, yeah, he is here. Yeah, I saw you were streaming earlier as I was getting ready. Yeah, cheers to that, dude. 1.5k, rocking it out. Good deal. Congratulations. Who is the kitty expert? What do you mean? Like, I got a lot of cats. I'm pretty good with kitties. I'm not that great with the pussy, but at least I'm good with the kitties, you know what I mean? Milk and some naproxen. Does this sound like a kinky Saturday night here? Rob has OJ now. That's good. You know, orange juice is fucking healthy. It's even better when you put some vodka in the motherfucker, but even orange juice by itself. I typically nowadays don't drink orange juice by itself because if I have orange juice here and I want orange juice, I'll make one of them fruit things. I just keep forgetting to buy fucking orange juice, but I'll make one of those, you know, fruit blendy smoothie things with it more than I really drink it. Unless, you know, every once in a while, man, probably like twice a year at McDonald's or whatever, if I get breakfast, I'm like, yeah, man, give me an orange juice. And I'll skip the coffee. Or like sometimes if I'm in the burb, like if it's on the weekend, I'll have this with me or the cat version of it with me. And then I'll get an orange juice at McDonald's if I want to get my steak, egg, and cheese bagel meal. Because that fucking shit is the bomb. This is not a special vape. This is 5% nicotine. So it's good. It takes the edge off. I've been smoking a little bit less. This is... Oh no, this is Straw Nana. That's right. This is Straw Nana. And this is... Oh. Oh no, there it is. Black Label. Oh, this is also Straw Nana. Oh, that's right, yeah. I got a lot of Straw Nanas. So they're both Straw Nanas. Just one's MPX and one is Shine. Forgot about that. Ingredients, 100. Did you know you can make a screwdriver without vodka? Pure orange juice. Well, yeah. I mean, or you could just, you know, grab one. Steak, egg, and cheese bagel is my go-to for the McDonald's breakfast too. Hold the onions though, extra breakfast sauce. I get it as is. Sometimes I will request the extra breakfast butter-ish, whatever the fuck kind of liquid gold they put on that motherfucker. But no, I love onions. I like I've said plenty of times, I eat onions like motherfucking apples, like no shit. Straw Nana. Yes, Graham Shaw, and welcome, by the way. I don't think I said hi to you yet. Yeah, it's you know, it's a mixture of strawberry and banana strains. Straw Nana. That's a pretty good one because it is a good blend. Because the banana strains don't. The banana taste is very, for me anyway, is very faint, if at all. The strawberry is pretty good, but the Straw Nana is a good combination. As far as I've found so far, the most flavorful strain I found is Forbidden Fruit. It's a great indica. It's a couch, you know, indica in the couch kind of thing. I heard that recently. It's really good for like an evening chill kind of thing. A Straw Nana milkshake sounds good. Oh yeah. One of the things I make is orange juice, and then I'll just do straight up strawberries and bananas just with orange juice. That's a really good fruit thingy as well. Calazius. Appreciate the follow. Actually, let me go ahead and put my glasses back on. I think we're up to the time limit on that one. Whew. Your vapes have labels on the carts. Not on the carts themselves, but the packages have, here, hold on, I'll grab a fresh one. Bag of weed, a bag of weed. Everything is better with a bag of weed. Hold on. Let's see here. Everything is better with a big bag of weed. However that is. Family Guy song. Fucking love it. First time I heard it, I was like, oh, my new favorite song. Where the hell is the button that I'm looking for? There it is. Alright, hey, let's just do this. Let's see. Alright, I picked this bag up about a week and a half ago. See all the weird labels are going. Oh, look, they gave me a lighter too. Cool. Yeah, I've gone through like half of what was in here. So like in Maryland, you get, oh, hold on, let me get the preview window over here so I can see what you see. Forgot that crashed as well. Whoops, what did I just do? Oh. Over here, come on, come on, come on, come on, over here. There we go. So in Maryland, when you buy, they give you breakdowns. And some will even break it down even more than that. Like you see THC, CBDs, THCV, CBN, all that, the terpenes. And some of them actually give you even more of a breakdown than that, like this one here. Oh, yeah. You really, like, they send batches out to the labs, so you know exactly what you're getting. And that's my jam right there, linalool. Right there. That's the stuff I say smells like laundry detergent, but it's really good for my back. Here's another shine. This is a smaller one. This is Dream Angels. That's right. Dream Angels. There's Northern Lights is another really good one. Fruit Gushers. Good stuff. But yeah, I get mostly. Oh, here's some purple for you. Yeah. Purple dank. But yeah, yeah. I keep stocked up. Like I'd rather buy a bunch of shit all along. There we go. Fucking hell, man. So how long was I muted for? God damn. Can't hear you, Mike. So, like, I guess the whole time I was talking, there was no, So did you hear any of the audio I said while I was talking about weed? I guess not. Alright. Alright, well, sorry about that. Fucking hell. Telling you, man, like, something's been going on with the streams lately. I don't know why. Like, I haven't changed much. But, like, weird shit's been 2 minutes. Perfect. Nice. Some reason the whole microphone muted in Windows. Like I said, this fucking software, some piece of software is really fucking with my microphone volume lately, and I'm fucking flustered as a motherfucker about it. Like, I don't know why so many pieces of software feel like they need to touch your fucking microphone volume. Don't touch it. I got it. Fuck off. Like, I wonder if it's Discord this time, because Discord had an update recently, and one of my things was off, so I wonder if Discord fucked it up again. I have a Stream Deck that I do. I don't know if this will reach. Maybe? Kind of. Not much more slack, but yeah, there's my Stream Deck there. Showed that, I think last stream I may have showed that, but yeah, everything's programmed through that. Well, most of it's programmed through that. But yeah, I have no idea, but yeah, the button that I have for mic is nowhere near any of my scene buttons. So it just, something just said. Yeah, I got the XL a few months ago. I had the Mark II, the MK2, but it just needed more buttons because I keep, tweaking stuff. So I sent that one to my buddy. He's been using that. I got the XL, and it's like one of those things where, like, oh, ad's gonna start on Twitch in a few seconds. It's one of those things where, like, it's just enough. Like, if it had like 3 more buttons, it'd be perfect, but it's just enough that I don't think I'm going to have to get any more. And I'm kind of running out of ports to plug shit into anyway, because, like, here, hold on. Is this one working right now? Oh yeah, I don't have the camera plugged in, but, like, normally in the middle there'd be the thermal camera, but that crashed now. But yeah, I have a lot of shit plugged in, including this microphone, the mixer, the joystick, the Logitech sound controller, the Stream Deck, the monitor, the fucking other microphone up there. There's another microphone over there. That camera, yeah, there's just shit everywhere. So, like, I have a USB expansion card in there to help, and there's only like 2 ports open, and some of those ports are the ones that crash out, I think. I'm gonna have to see exactly. Fuck. I'm gonna have to look to see exactly which cord this was plugged into. My little P2 Pro. If you haven't seen it, that's the thermal camera. I think they're like $250 or something now. Oh, I got that a while ago. But if that's plugged into, when that was plugged into my expansion card that has USB and Type-C on it, almost every time I unplugged it, the computer would blue screen. So I figured it was something in the card, even though everything else works fine in it. But I have a feeling this cable was plugged into the USB-C that's on the motherboard. So if it still crashed, because I've already changed the cable, then I know it's just the camera does not like to be unplugged, which is a fucking shame. But then again, like, these cameras aren't meant to be turned on for hours every day because it's always plugged in. So this thing just sits there and bakes for hours. It gets dropped like it just did, but it's a tough little doohickey. You're not quite $2.50 there, Dutch Taurus. If it was, I'd have these fucking things all over the house. I'd have so many USB extenders to try and capture all of these. We could do thermal kitty box. Oh, look at the warm poo-poo. Who's a good kitty? But, you know. Oh. I'll get that sorted out. I'm just going to have to make sure if I'm streaming with the thermal camera that that's the first thing I do, because it almost never works the first time. When you turn the computer on, like, or at any point that you start the software, it almost never works. You usually have to unplug it and plug it back in, which of course is what occasionally triggers the fucking blue screen. I'm almost tempted to take a USB extension, cut the power cables out of it, and just get a toggle for the power. Because I have a feeling it might be something with the data lines getting pins dragging weird or something that's making the computer freak out. But if I can kill just the power to it, I don't know. Have you tried compatibility mode? Not for that. Like, it's made for Windows 11. It hasn't been updated in a few months, or probably about 6 months. I should probably go see if there's been an update, but it's one of those things, it works. Like, I don't think it's the software that's causing the problem. I think it's literally just because everything USB channel-wise is just fucking running hard because of all the video. Like, I have to strategically plug in the cameras, because if you put too many cameras on one particular, like, internal channel, like, they'll cancel each, like, one will take precedence over the other one and it'll shut the camera down. So I have to put them in all these different ports so they don't interfere with each other and they don't fuck with the bandwidth, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to get set up, but at least once it's done, you're usually good. And Windows 11 seems to handle adding cameras a little better, because when I added the OBS bot, the little PTZ camera I have that I will eventually get to the cat thing. That'll probably be a couple weeks, but when I plugged that in, all the cameras still worked. So I either got lucky, or Windows 11 is starting to handle that better. Have I tried turning it off and back on again? Well, that's kind of the problem, is it does that itself when you don't necessarily request for that action. Frog says, Windows doesn't like losing connections. I've had issues with Bluetooth killing all audio when it disconnects. Windows 10 is so much better. I'd be using 7 still if it wasn't for drivers and compatibility. Yeah, the 7 was the best version of Windows. 11's not horrible. It's bad, but it's not horrible. But yeah, Windows 7 was... I miss Windows 7. That's what my gaming laptop came with back in the day. And then they had the Windows 8 upgrade, and I almost stopped fucking gaming. Windows 8 came out. That was hot. That was just a mess of hot shit. That gave me Windows Vista flashbacks. But 8.1 wasn't bad. It was, you could just put it on regular mode. It kind of looked like 7. It wasn't bad, but it was still a bloated piece of shit. And Windows 10 was just basically what Windows 8 wanted to be. And Windows 11 is just Windows 10 with some bug fixes. Like, that's pretty much literally, it's just Windows 10 with bug fixes. My craptastic kitchen computer couldn't handle the Bluetooth dongle to run the mouse and keyboard at the same time. Ended up having to run a wired mouse, says Frank Netabetti. Yeah, that's... The things that do and don't work or are not compatible with each other is sometimes it's epically confusing. Frank goes on Windows 7 Pro. That was it. Windows 7 Pro. That's like the best operating. Well, was the best. Well, is the best operating system. Was the best operating system, because if you're not careful nowadays, it's just like hack me kind of thing. What noise am I hearing? Why is the Why is their desktop? Am I playing somewhere? What noise is coming through the desktop? Hold on, let me mute that. That's weird. Alright, let me do that. You don't need, I don't know why is Windows. Holy shit. Did it change that goddamn setting too? Oh boy. Oh boy. No, it's not supposed to be listening to that, so that doesn't even make sense. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Windows gonna Windows. It's the audio, the whole audio thing, like at the moment, it's just all boffed up. Yeah, whatever. Make a female to male USB with power taps for metering, then plug camera into the device and plug the device into the USB source, then measure the voltage at the camera. Yeah, I got one of those little in-between dealy things. I got a couple of them somewhere. Little things for measuring power and output, and you can monitor it and all that stuff. Scrufdog, somebody mentioned music from Twitch is on YouTube. You can hear the music on YouTube? Like my background? Oh, yeah, I bet you probably could because it was bleeding through there. Ah, that's cool. That'll get me a... Guess we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, that was bleeding through the desktop, which doesn't make sense because the Windows isn't supposed to be listening to the desktop. And there's no other sound source going. Well, I'm going to mute your music real quick. Hold on a sec. Yeah, like it is somehow bleeding through. The mixer's not crashed out. So I have no idea why the desktop hears it because it's not playing on the desktop. I guess this is ridiculous. I don't know. That's fine. Like I said, I don't monetize it so they can only get so grumpy. That probably means all the shit that's been playing, they'll just fight it out, monetize this stream, and then they'll make, you know, 2 pennies off of it. And that's whatever. Let me see here. Line in is enabled. Testing, no testing, blah, blah, blah. Not used as a default. Audio enhancements are off, which they're fucking supposed to be. But that's not even what I want. I want the advanced audio dashboard that they always fucking hide from you. I always forget what the hell that's called to get into it. Like the old school one where you can actually tell Windows to listen or not listen to an input because it's not supposed to be listening. I always forget where the fuck that is. Like I feel like it's one of the like the old school mixer. Like the one that, you know, the because right now the easy one is just the regular fucking floofy Windows 11 one, but the one that looks like the one from Windows 7 that still exists, it's in there somewhere. Like I find it every once in a while. I'm actually able to change some shit. I always forget how I get there though. Because like I'm in the Windows 11 version of it, but there's an advanced view or different view somewhere. What the fuck is that? That's not it. Is it more? Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it again. All right. Realtek HD audio. It says it's not plugged in. Oh, no, it's playback. Okay. Realtek. Realtek line in ready. See, it's not even showing anything. Properties. Use this device. Yes. Listen, it's not listening to the... So something just fucking crashed out in Windows. It'll be fixed after the next reboot, I guess. Cheers to Live After Clive 95. God damn, that's a lot of fives. I appreciate that, Frank. Cheers, everybody, to Live After Clive 95. Why would that be bleeding through? Let me do a little bit of... Okay, so if I turn the input into the mixer down, it does not affect that. Let me mute this so I don't blow your eardrums out. Yeah, it is. So it is somehow bleeding over into Windows, even though it's not supposed to be. All right, so that'll be solved by a restart, which the system is probably in half crisis mode anyway since it crashed, which also means none of my overclocks booted up. So that might be part of the issue. A lot of my startup stuff won't start because it crashed. So a regular restart will enable all that shit again. Just didn't have time for that because it was mid-goddamn stream. What's up, Megavolt? How's things going? Like, the whole fucking stream is a technical error. Like, let me tell you. Like, we've lost audio. We've gained audio. We've bled audio across tracks that aren't supposed to. The streaming rig completely crashed and blue screened earlier. The both streams started at the right time, I think. Even though, when I went to start, OBS crashed, so then I had to restart the streams. And then later on, the whole computer crashed, so I had to restart the streams. And then apparently the Windows turned my microphone down, and then it just completely fucking muted it for a little while. Like, it's been an adventure. Like, it's been a fucking ride tonight. It's kind of frustrating, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's getting a little fucking annoying. What happened there? Proud member for 7 months. Appreciate that, Rasher. Actually, I'm going to take a puff off of this. No intro music on Twitch at start. All right, I'll look into that too. Let's see. See, this is the feedback I need. Like, I know some of you are probably like, "Ugh, this fucking bullshit again," but like, this is the feedback I need, especially on Twitch. Oh, wait a minute. When you said no music, do you mean like you didn't hear the usual like plane flying and jam and stuff, or you didn't hear the heavy metal, or you didn't hear the background music? You only heard voices on Twitch. See, let's see, that new. I would have to flip that over. Ah, fuck it, let's just flip it over and see what it does. Adjust my voice. See, what the fuck? Okay, let's flip it back and let's see. All right, so you can't hear the ticking. That would be intro 2. Advanced properties, intro 2. No, you wouldn't be hearing it because now you would be hearing it. Okay. Fix that. So Twitch picked it up right at the end. All right. Yeah, okay. Thank you for the confirmation there, Phasma. And Mr. S, everybody. All right, so we got that fucking fixed. Like, that's one of those things, as I break out individual inputs, I gotta remember, it always defaults to 1 through 6, but then I'll take it off because I have different tracks for different fucking bullshit. But for that one, for some reason, it wasn't on the Twitch track. Yeah, it's fracka. But yeah, that's the stuff I appreciate, because like, we gotta figure this shit out together. Because like I said, especially with the music stuff, because I can't go back on Twitch and listen to the music. Because it just drops it as soon as it publishes it. It just drops the entire music track. Which is nice, actually. They're protecting you from copyright shit. Alright, let's see how. Alright, so YouTube heard everything as they should have, because track 1 is my safe track, I think. Yeah, track 1 is the safe track. Track 4 is the Twitch track. Safe track meaning no music at all. And then, that's YouTube, and then Twitch gets the music track. It's the price we pay for using all the bells and whistles. Yeah, I do have a extremely overly complicated setup for what we're doing here. But you know what? Fuck it, I'm having fun with it, so seems like we're all having a little bit of fun, so rocking it out. That is, assuming you can actually hear me. and my equipment is working as it's supposed to. At least the new microphone's been doing pretty good. It does actually help, like it does have better built-in noise cancellation. And I haven't really, well, I've heard it a little bit on the gaming rig, but it sounds pretty good over there because they almost emulate the mixer. A lot of the functions on the physical mixer are emulated in the app for the USB side of the microphone, whereas the XLR side just goes right into the mixer. There's nothing fancy on that side. What's up, TJ? Was just typing. It's fun though. Yeah, it's good times. Good times. Let's see. And I always forget. What is going on? Oh, that's. Wait a minute. Why isn't that working? No, now it is. Okay. Now I gotta mute that. Okay, that's already muted. Okay. See, like everything's just fucking weird. Alright. David Garcia, what's up? I think the YouTube stream, or something frozen the beginning of the that's pretty typical for YouTube. And a lot of times there is a little bit of dead space when YouTube starts. So that happens as well. Wow, that was a big okay. Wow. Did you hear they arrested the devil? They got him on possession. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. Are we all caught up? Is everything working? That looks good. Hold on. Let's check one more fucking thing. Let's see if I can hear myself echo. Well, and you'll hear it too. Because right now the gaming rig is what I'm using to monitor both streams. Echo. Yep. All right. Good. So that is working still. Okay. Fucking hell, man. And that. Oh yeah. Okay. That thing's still working. Chat's good. Okay. Fucking hell. A channel said they were going to stream once a month. Their last stream was April 30th, next on Monday. That is more than a month, isn't it? Users on their Reddit keep saying it's not. I mean, that should have been like May 30th or something then, really? I don't know. A group of scientists created the world's largest suction cup. I don't know how they pulled that off. I don't know. Sounds like a suction job. Oh boy. It adds to the experience. Yeah, that's one way to put it. All right, we got about 5 minutes left. We'll go to the top of the hour before I get out of here. I think I'm going to end up making a little more coffee too. Not gonna lie, still want some coffee. Probably add some hot chocolate mix to it too. Make a little bit of redneck mocha there. Have you heard about the new restaurant called Karma? There's no menu. You get what you deserve. Welcome to Troubleshooting OBS with Scrufdog. Excitement, thrills, dead air, and utterly unpredictable failures from previously reliable stuff. That's exactly what the fuck we're talking about. Rifleman, like I almost want to fucking quote that. But you know what? Some streams, everything goes fucking butter smooth, and some streams are like fucking cat's freshly puked hairball. So, supper. Oh yeah, tonight is just my usual chicken Alfredo. I have pre-seasoned barbecue sauce and cayenne pepper chicken drumsticks that I'm going to burn on Sunday for like lunch. Like when I make drumsticks, I cook them high heat and I fucking get them like literally almost black on the outside with lots of extra barbecue sauce to crystallize and just really coat it. But if you cook it just right at too high of a heat, you burn the outside, the inside gets just fucking done perfectly, nice and juicy, and then you bite through the burn the burnt outside stuff, that crisp and crunch, and oh, fucking love that. So that's going to be tomorrow's lunch. But tonight's just going to be just chicken Alfredo. Dude reports. Dude is doing dude stuff. Everything's about as it is. He's doing more of the thing like if my hand's hanging out, where he'll just put his head under my hand. So like he's definitely digging getting pets, because I mean, as far as I can tell, that little man didn't get any fucking pets for like probably 6 or 7 years of not, just running around the neighborhood, not trusting anybody enough to get that close. So, did Lyman Kevin end up saying what strain he got? I think he did. Let me see. Oh no, we were talking on the thing, and yeah, actually he answered me on the video, but yeah, he did say he had something that actually worked out pretty good from one of my recommendations, but that was like said on stream, not through WhatsApp. But that dude's good. I saw his brother a few days ago. He was sitting on top of Volkswagen Bug out back. He's doing his thing. He doesn't really come over much anymore, but he's always over there. So, Frank Notabetty says, I make my drumsticks at around 425 on the grill for about an hour and a half. Crisp skin fall off the bone. Nice caramelized barbecue sauce glaze. Yeah, it's pretty close. I usually do about 450 for about an hour 15. Get it just about the same way. Did you hear about the shepherd who drove his sheep through town? He was given a ticket for a U-turn. Good Lord. Zap Sparky says, oh, and now he's learned the love of scritches. Oh yeah, he's like, I'm scritching them all over the place now. I haven't done the belly rub with him like rolled over, but like if I sit there and I just kind of put my arm, like I sit on the bed and I just put my arm next to me with that space right there, he'll walk up and I can kind of get under there and give him belly rubs, like little scritches like that, and he's fine with it. But, laying down, it's still kitty bear trap, but he's fine with scritches like that. So he's definitely getting used to all of it. Chris says, when my wife is sad, I let her color in my tattoos. Turns out she just needs a shoulder to cry on. Nice. Farm gas, strawberry glue. Strawberry glue's good. Somebody around here just got that not too long ago. Blackwatcher, turkey recipe, 30-pound bird and 8-pound bird, an oven 500 degrees. When the 8-pound is black, the 30-pound is perfect. Yeah, that's one way to do it. Was that turkey drumsticks? Asked Megavon. The last time I made a turkey drumstick. Cheers, Scruff. Thanks for the stream and the support. Hey, cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate that. Support me for 13 months. Yeah, if you don't already know, go over to Delta Mike. He just hit 1,500. And he's a cool dude. Doing his thing out in Spain with slightly long-term camping. Top of the hour toast, everybody. Cheers. But chicken leg, I cooked, the last one I tried to do was like for Thanksgiving, like, actually probably about 6 years ago, because it was before I got the countertop oven thing. So I was trying to cram something into just a fucking toaster oven. So I got a chicken leg or turkey leg, and it just, I just couldn't quite, it just didn't cook right for me. And I've noticed when I used to eat them, I used to get them when I went to the Ren Fair. And even there, like I know they're cooked properly, they're great, like they taste good, but they just the whole leg, like eating it like a drum, just never quite worked for me. I don't know why. I don't know what it was with that. But I prefer it just all ripped off of everything and in piles. I don't know why eating it off the bone on that just doesn't quite jive with me, I guess you could say. No idea. But I love me some fucking turkey meat, that's for goddamn sure. I just picked up some turkey, some oven roasted, like, raw oven roasted, whatever, turkey lunch meat. But I get they take it where they cut it a little thicker than like the stuff you get out of a package, and they'll like put some pre-cut stuff out at the deli section, and I always grab like a pound of it from there. Last night I actually used it, and I decided I wanted something interesting to eat, so I took cheesesteak, shredded steak, fried that up, added a whole bunch of different cheeses to it to make like this steaky, cheesy blob thing that I make my cheesesteaks with. Threw that on a toasted bun with a bunch of fucking turkey lunch meat on the top and ate that for dinner. Yo, bro, did you? Hey, Scrufdog, couldn't reach your DM, so yes, we have a dildo with 7 inches in stock, and the price is $29.99. You're the first customer to ask for this size. Well, that sounds pretty bad, because if you can't get 7 inches, man, that ain't no way to run a business, because I can tell you, most of the people here in chat right now are going to at least want something 12 inches, very floppy, and some of our premium customers are going to want that big floppy fist of Adonis, because let me tell you, ain't nothing like taking a suction cup of that, going on the dining room table, and then having company over, especially if you decorate it with like LEDs and shit. It's fucking primo. But yeah, see if you can get something bigger than that. Like, don't waste my fucking time with no 7-inch shit. I must have been high as fuck if I ordered that little fucking thing. God damn. Nah, see if you can get the floppy one. The color doesn't really matter either, because shock value, it doesn't matter if it's white, black, tan, fucking purple. Purple would be good, actually. That'll really get some attention, as it's just like, hey man, how's your mama doing? Oh, that's cool. Cousin's all right. Oh yeah, how's work going? It's just flopping around in the fucking corner. Doo-doo-doo. We could probably make a base for it too, a little motorized base, so it just sits there on the table doing its thing. Cats are fucking batting at it. Fucking new cat toy. Oh yeah, get a tentacle one. It'll be sitting there, people are talking, smacks them in the face, be like, yeah, don't worry about that. It's cool, man. Yeah, let's do both. We can have them duel each other. Purple only, says Boozy. Yeah, we got Big Perp in the game. That's a giant motherfucker. How the hell you poop that out every once in a while? I don't know, but phew. Of course, then again, if you can shit out an SVD magazine, I guess Big Perp isn't much of a stretch. Oh shit. I have to use a timer or I'll forget till I smell smoke. Are you baking something? Are you baked while baking something? I always run timers. I know not to walk away from especially something in the oven without running a timer. Holy shit. C2S, working in a sex toy factory has to be an odd experience for quite a while. Yeah, I don't know. I do know someone that actually went to work in a warehouse. I haven't spoken to him. Like, it was one of these things where they kind of left the group to do that thing. Our particular, that particular group. So I haven't spoken to them. But like, how does that work? Like, you just run it. Where the fuck are all the dildos? Hey, get the cock ring shipment over here. We're getting low on the shelf. Like, that's got to just be some interesting fucking conversations. There's one on Amazon called Caesar. It's the most frightening thing I've ever seen. Shout out to the shoes. Oh boy, I'll have to take a look at that. There's a woman who offers cheap batteries in the park. Here we go. She sells seesaws by the seesaw. Make sure the table spins. Oh yeah, especially high speed when they're not looking, just to get that quick. It isn't when you first smell smoke. It's 15 minutes later when you realize you've been smelling smoke all along. Your order will be shipped in the next 34 hours. 2 dildos of 15-inch of the color purple, and 1 normal one, and a tentacle one. Perfect. That's going to be a big floppy box of what the fuck. Make sure you pack it. Make sure when you pack it, just tape it lightly. Like, that's the kind of thing you kind of want to spill out in the post office, just so people are like, and you're like, just testing something, you know, no problem, don't worry about that. And meanwhile, the tentacles like trying to leave, and you're like, oh, I gotta go get that, hold on. Oh, shit. Racing Snail got rid of his shell. He thought it would make him faster, but it just made him sluggish. Sounds like a bad dragon order. There you go, Zen. They're the fucking kings right now, I guess. I remember back in the day when it was AdamandEve.com, they were like the fucking primo. But it seems like Bad Dragon is the, really taking the niche market on some of that. I mean, there ain't many places you can go and get a fucking brick. A big rubber brick. Perfect. Comes in one of those plastic bags. You can feel what's inside before you open it. Oh, yeah. Make sure it's like imprinted in. You can see the balls and everything. Just really fuck with it. Oh, I'm sure we will all enjoy it there. Yeah, bro. Appreciate the order and the prompt customer service. I'll make sure to give you a proper, hey, appreciate the follow. I'll be sure to give you a good rating on Yelp. Firm and floppy, loved the customer service. Was not a pain in the ass until it needed to be. Ah, Christ. Don't Google it. What? Oh, yeah. Now, if you don't know if you don't know what Bad Dragon is, just make sure you're like 18 and older. Give a toast. Oh, an early toast. All right. Let me switch vapes. I guess. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate the floppy but firmness as it exists in the world. And remember, if someone's asleep, it's okay to leave a big mushroom-shaped imprint on their forehead. Cheers. Holy poop on a doop scoop. 12 months there, Boozy. Appreciate the support, brother. Vacuum-packed dildos. Oh my god. You get a fucking package that looks like a fucking dildo. You open it up, it's like a book. You're like, what the fuck? Who the fuck did that? Ah, shit. Dildo. I'm surprised. Did they have .dildo yet? Like, I can't imagine they, like, someone's got to be pushing for .dildo. I mean, I got Scruff.dog. That was Christian Harold got that for me. Reserved that before I knew that existed. That was cool. Boinky boink boink boink. Dill-don't. Dill-do, dill-don't, dill maybe. Yeah, dill around the bush. That's a whole other thing right there. Call Paul, he is versus... Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, I'm walking around a warehouse looking for dildos. Oh, shit. Where are all the ball ticklers? 4 hours. Quick customer service. 5 stars all the way. I bought a blow-up doll and it had a puncture. I took it back and told him it went down on me and he tried to charge me more. What the fuck? Oh, Christ. Does anybody talk to him? Is it Captain Dildo? Like, does he ever stop buying, like, smelling like fucking butt lube and, like, lavender oil? Oh, my God. Like, how does that happen? Because, you know, I mean, Boozy can tell you from working in parts, any fucking pallet that shows up with oil or just liquid is going to fucking leak. So how does that work when like half a pallet of fucking lavender hooker oil shows up and like one of them's leaking somewhere? Like, you know that fucking warehouse smells exactly like a fucking whorehouse. Because one, there's probably something dead in a corner somewhere, like just like fucking the parts department occasionally gets. If it's a bigger warehouse, there's definitely something dead in a corner somewhere, which adds to the whole, like, you know, fucking hooker smell thing. Jesus. What does a dildo and tofu have in common besides the floppiness? He used to call me about 5-cent washers. He can't imagine. Oh. Well, next time he calls, he just say, washer? Yeah, she's fucking filthy. You better wash her. What does a whorehouse smell like? Just go to a strip club. It's basically that and just a little more shame. I imagine. I haven't been to a whorehouse yet that I am aware of, but well, back in the day, I went to plenty of strip clubs. They are both meat substitutes. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Clone a Willy, the real meaning of go fuck yourself. Yeah, I've heard you can do that. You can get like dick clone kits. I was like, really? That doesn't... At first I was like, that actually doesn't surprise me, really. But yeah, I feel like I heard about them like... I feel like I first heard about like the at-home dick clone kit. I feel like I was probably about 10 or 11 years ago. Many years of sex in the dark, the wife finds out he was using a dildo. The wife gets angry and says, explain the dildo, prick. The husband says, explain the children, bitch. Oh. Oh, shit. Mr. S, you're out of here. Appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, we're going to be popping out of here. A couple more minutes. Nobody says, Clone of Willy was about 14 years ago. Yeah, that would actually fall within that time frame of when I would have, when that would have come up in conversation. I occasionally worked receiving, giggity, at a certain big box store. Can confirm smelly things affected the whole trunk. Oh, absolutely. We haven't heard a word from him since he left. Holy shit, man. Like, what the fuck? That's kind of like a derp. Ah, well. Oh, okay, here we go. Alright, yo, bro, let's see what we got here. Two friends who've been brothers forever see each other in a Walmart in the cards section. First guy asks what he got his wife for her birthday. The second guy tells him he got her a Maserati and a card. First guy tells him he got his wife a card and a dildo for her birthday. Second guy asks why he got his wife a dildo for her birthday. First guy says, if she doesn't like the card I got her, then she can go fuck herself. Whoop!
I'm Pickle Rick!
Nice. I almost feel like I heard that one like a while ago. I don't know. I've heard a variant of that. I like that one. Anything that involves someone going fucking themselves as a punchline is always a good fucking joke. All right, I'll see you later, Mr. S. And I think we're going to shut it down here ourselves. So I can go get some food, have an actual cigarette. Probably may have like 2 more tonight. That one and like 1 more. And then, get some shit done here. I'm going to play Scum later. I may stream it because I did find a couple of key cards, but they're only for secret bunkers. But we'll see how it goes. I may start streaming again later with some Scum on everything. I'll see how the rest of the evening goes. Oh, don't worry, yo bro Dido. Yo bro Dido. Yeah. Here every Saturday, here every Wednesday, here every other Thursday, and sprinkled in here and there. Good old spaceship. There we go. Is that, how loud is that? That's not blasting eardrums. What do you call a gay drive-by shooting? A fruit roll-up. Used to be into S&M, bestiality, and necrophilia until I realized I was beating a dead horse. Nice. All right, everybody. I'm going to get on out of here. Again, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. I'll be on either later, maybe tomorrow. I mean, you know how that goes. See what I can do here. But I'm going to go get something to eat, relax. I got to kind of pee a little bit and see how the cats are doing. So, again, I appreciate you hanging out. Thanks for stopping by, spending your time with me this evening. So be groovy to each other and I am out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.